Recording.
All right, we're recording.
Fuck you, Craig.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Council Podcast. My name is Andrew Spreitzer. I am here, as usual, with Mitch Miller, Rudy Delaney, Cody Block, and Ryan Pilara. Boys, how are we feeling tonight?
Feeling good.
I am
Honestly, pretty exhausted.
Yeah,
me too.
same.
I am so fucking sick of the cold and the snow. The amount of times I have shoveled this year is astronomical, and I never want to do it again.
Yeah, no whiskey for me today. I'm dangerously hungover from this past weekend.
You drink like that?
Yeah, I drink.
Did you make
But
out for that?
Before we keep going here, I want to announce our guest star for the podcast today, and that is our good friend Santiago. How you doing, buddy?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Yeah, he only speaks Spanish, so
Solo español.
I hope you guys
Hope you all ready for that.
Un poquito de francés.
See. Yeah, Santi's here to talk with us about dreams and the science behind them, and just what is a dream and some crazy shit about dreams, because they are crazy phenomena.
Santi, can you give the listeners a little background of yourself and how you became a dreamologist?
Yeah.
Pues un día estaba en mi cama soñando.
Stop, bro. Stop.
English.
Stop.
I'm just kidding. I speak English. And I am not a dreamologist. Not yet, at least. I'm still studying to be a dreamologist. I'm still in school.
Those glasses could have fooled me.
No, but for real, Santi, let's get a little tiny little background. Who are you?
Intro.
A little background. Okay. Well, it all started one fateful baseball night. I met Cody on a drive to some random baseball game that I was subbing into, and I was like, exact feeling of Buddy the Elf when he meets the angry elf. I was like, who's this angry elf?
Fuck off.
No, I'm kidding. But that is how I met him. And then a friendship blossoms. I ended up meeting Andrew through FaceTime. And then I ended up going back to visit his hometown, meeting all the boys. And so I became the Mizzou guy that kind of felt like I was still part of their high school, even though I wasn't. So I'm here now. I'm excited to be part of this discussion of the council members, and hopefully one day they may accept me as a part of the Jedi Council, and I can get my titleship. But right now I'm okay as a Padawan.
And then quickly, I want to mention Santi, man. That you did great when you subbed in for us for that Mizzou club baseball game. Dropped the most sexiest.
It was the sexiest bunt.
Sexiest bunt I've ever seen. Straight down the third base line. I was like, I hadn't even met this guy yet. I said, holy shit, who is this man? That is the best bunt I've ever seen. I'm taking notes.
I trusted my speed. I knew I could get the first, All I needed to do is get the ball in and play, and I knew I'd get the first. I just
proceed to get picked off first base.
Classic.
Hey, I didn't know. I thought base running was a lot easier. I only had like PE class, like base running, and no one ever tries to throw you out there. I was so surprised that I didn't even have time to react to get back to first. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
I've learned one really important thing about Santi. It's that he gives like 110% effort when he does anything.
Oh yeah.
That day when we played basketball, gosh, he was
dude, that was fun.
What a Tasmanian devil. That's what he was like out on the court. It was amazing.
Santi is a one-of-a-kind human being, and we are very happy to have you on here, buddy.
Thank you, buddies.
Retweet.
Spike ball.
So,
that's where it gets crazy.
What'd you say?
I said spike ball. That's when I go crazy.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I played spike ball with you.
Yeah, we played on your graduation party. You were just too blacked out drunk.
Yeah, right. I think I have a video of you shotgunning. So,
which I think I did that like 3 times.
Yeah.
We'll have a podcast about shotgunning one other day.
At least
Yeah.
I didn't try to kick a tent down.
We're gonna have a shotgunning a beer.
We don't talk about that, Mitch.
We're gonna have a shotgunning podcast and a fart podcast coming soon.
Oh, we're not having a fucking fart podcast.
Well, all
today-
fart and no talking, just all farting. Conversation with farts.
But today we're
That
talking about
was-
dreams.
That was one of the gags though in Tropic Thunder is that Jack Black made a movie where he played a bunch of characters and they just farted all the time. I read a post the other day about how great Tropic Thunder was, and I was like, that movie was really stupid. But it was funny.
Yeah, it's funny. So yeah, I guess another very thought-provoking topic. Dreams are another unanswered phenomenon of human existence, and there's a lot of science behind them. There's a lot that we don't know, and so I guess just a little bit of background. Dreams occur during REM sleep, which is rapid eye movement sleep, which is the deepest level of sleep that we experience. And essentially, it's kind of counterintuitive, but you're in your deepest level of sleep, but that's when your brain is the most active as you're sleeping, which is why you dream during those times. Scientists have studied why we dream, whether or not dreams have meaning, and there hasn't really been an answer to that question. So what do you guys think? I guess just to start it off with a question, do you think that dreams have meaning? Do you think they're completely random? What do you think?
I think that there is meaning behind them, but it's kind of like the last thing you're thinking of. Like it's whatever's on your mind kind of like comes to fruition in your dream. I feel like. I don't know.
Santi's got his hand raised. What you got?
I like that. Good use of the emoji there, Santi.
I kind of agree with Mitch. I feel like it's whatever, like, especially if you're stressed, a lot of people will have recurring dreams about like certain situations they're anxious about, certain situations they may not be looking forward to or be overthinking. I definitely think it's a lot to do with your subconscious and what is like going around in your head, and that's why people find messages within their dreams. It's because they're actually been searching for a solution while they're messing with all those problems. But
I think that dreams can have some sort of meaning. Like they can be, I don't know, like an inspirational dream, like an idea that comes to you. But dreams are, like you said, the unconscious. It's like a connection between your unconscious and conscious mind. So sometimes you're having thoughts during the day and they like come to life in your dream kind of. But I also think that some dreams are just completely random. Like absolutely, some of the dreams that I've had, just I wake up and I'm just like, what the fuck was that? Like just random shit that you can't really explain it.
Yeah, I feel like definitely not every single dream has meaning. I mean, I think we've all just had just the wildest dreams.
Yeah.
Waking up and you have the same reaction to that. I think it's like the way that we perceive the dream, based on kind of what's happening, what's going on in our lives at that time. I think it's the way that we perceive what we're dreaming. If we're going through something, or whatever's going on in our life, and like we dream about it, and if it like connects with us at that particular moment, I think you can perceive it to be like meaningful. I don't know if that makes sense.
I've always wanted to keep a dream journal, because the fact that you forget your dreams, like 95% of your dreams or something like that are forgotten. Like, can you imagine, have any of you guys kept a dream journal ever?
I should.
It's like a Cody thing.
But there are a few dreams
Why is
that
it a me thing?
I don't know.
I-
Some of you do.
there are a few dreams though that I remember and have a really
I mean,
deep
yeah.
image on. but nothing that I've consistently wrote down. I don't even know if I had a dream last night. I don't think that I did. But sometimes I just have some really strange dreams.
Pretty sure
I
you
had
dream
one
every
last night. It
night.
was really messed up.
I
Can
think
you
you
share it,
dream every
Rue?
night.
Can you share it? Or
No, it's not. No, it's not appropriate for the podcast.
Why did you say that and you're not even going to share it?
Yeah, you got it now.
No, it was just about someone, like, you guys don't know who it was, but it was basically someone like killing themselves. And I was like, but it wasn't like anyone that you guys know or like anyone that like, it was just some random person that like
Maybe
I
you should
met. Like,
reach
once.
out to that person, Rudy.
Yeah.
I'm not like,
maybe
no,
that
like,
means something.
I'm in no position.
but it seemed so real, dude. And I woke up and I was like, whoa.
Hey,
would love-
maybe when you reach out, don't like reach out, be like, hey, I had this dream about you that you killed yourself. Maybe just reach out and be like, hey, how's life going? How you doing, bro? Long time no see, long time no talk.
Yeah, dude. Maybe this person just is really struggling with something, and just a text would be, it would
Oh,
turn their life
maybe, yeah.
around.
That doesn't seem like much of a Rue thing.
So to like help people.
Yeah.
No, stop. No, it's just this person is not like it was a former co-worker. Like, it's no one like that. I don't even have this person's number. Like, it wouldn't be like,
Well, if this person turns up dead tomorrow, I would partially blame you.
That would change.
Oh God.
That would change
Yeah,
the
that's-
entire
that's
structure of this
deep.
conversation.
Yeah.
So is the general consensus that the feelings that we have and stuff like that lead into the dream and like create the dream, as opposed to us having the dream and being like, huh, that's what that was supposed to mean, or
Well,
entirely.
I feel like sometimes people. I think it's mostly what you described first. I think things that we got going on in our lives we dream about, and then that helps us connect to it. Like if you're stressed out or something, like if you have an exam, you dream about something like that exam or something. But I feel like people also have a lot of dreams that helps spark ideas or think about things differently. Like you wake up and it's like it seems so real that it just kind of maybe sparks something new. Like I've had dreams like that before, where like kind of like creative ideas almost. I don't know.
Have
Like this podcast. Like you had a dream about this podcast.
Not the podcast. No, I've had dreams before where I've like tried to write songs from it. Like I've in my dreams I've
that's cool.
playing a song or something, and that is a situation where a dream journal would come in handy, but I don't do it. But I've definitely had dreams before when like I've had dreams about songs, and it actually sounded really good in the dream. I don't know if it sounded good in real life, but
I've had dreams a lot where I wake up and I'm like seriously depressed that it wasn't real. I don't know if any examples, but
I only because I remember this because it recently happened, but we were napping. Paige and I
nice
were napping,
background, Santi.
and I was playing basketball in this dream, and I went to go and like catch like a inbound pass or something like that, and I straight up just like punched her in my sleep. Pretty much. like I woke up at like the moment that it was happening, and then I startled her awake, and I'm like, I am so sorry, but you're not gonna believe this. I was just playing basketball in my sleep, and I was going to catch the ball, and yeah, that's how that went.
Did you know?
And did you punch her like while you're like? What if you punched her like actually while she was like sleeping too?
It wasn't like a punch. It was like a like trying to grab something. It wasn't like I went like that and punched her. Come on, man.
Ryan fell asleep in the middle of a conversation one time.
Oh my god, that
He
was
comes
so great.
over at like
is
2 a.m, like he always did. And
no. I don't even think it was that late.
It
I
wasn't.
think it was probably
It
like
wasn't
10 or
that late.
11.
we were just down in my basement watching some MLB Network, and I'm talking to him about something, and he
love this
just
story.
fucking falls asleep. And I'm like, "Did you just fall asleep?" And he's like, "Yeah, I think I just did."
That was like one of the most legendary things I think I've ever done. Like that is like top probably 10 moments in my life, if I'm being completely honest.
have you go ahead, Mitch.
It's right in the middle of a conversation. That's the best thing to watch.
Have you guys had dreams where you like felt like it meant something?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Take it as it is. I don't know. It doesn't mean anything. Just perceive the question as you want it to.
I wouldn't say that they mean anything, but I think that it makes me think. So I feel like I only remember my dream if I wake up thinking about it. And I like have to actually put some like thought process into like what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that.
And not that it means anything, but it definitely like sparks something in my brain to like actually think about it.
I would love to keep a dream journal, but
So keep a dream journal.
I value my sleep too much.
Not a chance in hell, man, that you would keep a dream
I
journal.
would
You're not gonna
never wake up in the
that.
middle of the night and write my dream down
did
and
that?
go
So we
back
need
to
a Black
sleep.
Mirror like device that like records your
Oh,
like
dude.
your thoughts real quick.
That'd be tight.
That would be
Last like 10
crazy.
seconds that you remember.
That'd be really crazy.
Does
I
anyone
don't know
have
if I
those
would want
dreams?
that.
Like audio recording, it doesn't even have to be like it doesn't record it like it doesn't actually create an image. Like what if it just creates just the audio of what you were thinking?
What were you gonna say, Rue?
Has anyone had one of those dreams when you wake up and you got like drool like on your pillow and you're like, oh my god, that was such a good dream. Like those are like the best dreams that I've had.
What are you talking about, buddy?
Dude, I wake up and I'm like, what is on my pillow? And I just
How does
Never
the drool-
associated the drool with the good dream, but
Yeah,
I
does
gonna
the
say the
drool
same
mean
thing,
it's a
like,
good
it's like-
dream?
I don't
Like
know.
really deep sleep maybe for drool, but like not necessarily like I had a great dream and I drooled because of it.
yeah. I
You
don't know
You got
about
drool
that.
on your pillow.
What are you
know
dreaming
it's a
about?
good
Food,
dream.
Rue?
Probably food,
Yeah,
yeah.
I love food.
Big old
A
pizza.
nice juicy burger.
Oh,
No, but I
One
definitely woke
time-
up from it. Go ahead.
One time I had a dream, and it was a dream that Miguel died, which was just
I think you
Miguel,
told
who's
me
one of
that.
our buddies, and he was on the live podcast or will be that's posted, but hasn't been on any others. And I remember like walking in a park and talking with someone, and they were like, "Yeah, you didn't hear like Miguel passed away," and I was like, "What?" And it was like it was so real. It was just so real.
Yeah.
And I woke
yeah.
up, and it was one of those instances where I was really happy. Like you, Drew, you mentioned you've had dreams where you were really upset that it wasn't real. I was so
Ryan, he's happy that it wasn't real.
Okay, yeah.
Ryan just gave you a
registered
look like,
after
what
a
the
second,
fuck?
but he said it, and I was like, he was happy that Miguel's dead. I was like, what the
Yeah, no.
Cody?
we're so happy it wasn't real. I texted Mig.
Miscommunicated there.
I texted Miguel and I was like, dude, I just had a dream where you passed away. Like, I love you, bro. It's like it's so
That's
real.
good, man.
Yeah, like that. I mean, that definitely made me
Maybe
think
that
about
saved
things.
his life. Maybe you texting him saved his life.
Unlikely.
Santi, were you gonna
Get
say
out of
something?
here, Ryan. Who?
Santi, were you gonna say something?
No, Mitch.
Oh
was-
no, I was just laughing because it did sound like Cody said he was happy that Miguel was dead, but I know that's not what he meant. But it did sound like it.
Do you guys have any recurring dreams or like recurring themes in your dreams?
Oh, I definitely do. Yeah.
It's usually recurring nightmares. I don't ever like. I have some maybe good dreams that like I actually remember, but like I usually just have like these recurring nightmares, and there's pretty much only 3 of them.
Okay, Ryan, real quick, have you with these nightmares? Have you ever like woken up suddenly or like been like woken up instantly because you were scared in the dream?
Yes.
Okay.
Mainly. So okay, first one. That's the easiest to kind of identify. Is just falling, like straight up like blackness and a feeling of falling. And those are the ones I usually wake up from. Second one is really weird. And actually the second one and third one kind of, they don't go together, but they have a similar theme. So the second one, does anybody remember the Jimmy Neutron episode where the pizzas with the faces like attacked and stuff? You remember that?
Yeah.
I basically get chased. Okay. I basically get chased around this mansion by basically that. Like it's just like a scary mask.
What the hell?
Yeah. So that's my second terrifying nightmare. And I can't fully run away from it. It's like always right behind me.
I've had a chasing nightmare. Those are the worst.
Ryan's getting chased by pizzas in his nightmares.
Yeah. And then the third one is I'm being hunted by like an army of like elite assassins.
Wow.
And they're trying to like kill me and my like friends or family, like whoever's in the situation with me. And so
you
it's
keep
like, kinda
escaping?
like chasing, but like immediate danger.
Question: do you keep escaping though?
Yeah, man.
You're kind of a badass then. If
I don't
these
think
guys
you
are
can-
elite assassins and you're escaping these mofos,
I don't
damn,
think you
dude.
can. I don't think you can die in your dreams.
At least not that you know of.
Maybe
I
when you
don't
die
know.
in your dream, you just wake up.
I mean, yeah.
If you poop
Like-
in your dreams, you poop for real.
But like these dreams and these nightmares mainly, I feel stressed.
Ah,
Yeah.
dude, I was just gonna
Like
say.
super stressed. And I wake up and I'm like super stressed. I might even be like hyperventilating at times, like right when I wake up. And then like it takes like 5 seconds. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not dreaming. Like Cody mentioned, like a little bit of relief.
Have y'all ever had any dreams where like you get hurt, like you know, like you get cut or you get like shot or something? Like, and can you? I can't really think of any myself, but like, can you feel that?
No,
like-
kind of what Andrew said, dude. I don't think you can.
I feel like your dreams are always like you're being threatened by for injury, but you never actually get hurt.
Because
don't
I
know.
don't think your brain will allow it. You
At
know?
least
Like,
me.
yeah.
I've never.
I
can't
feel
think
the
of any.
falling one a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe your brain doesn't allow it because like when you try to like hurt yourself, like let's say you like try to squeeze so hard you try to hurt yourself, right? Your brain doesn't really let you do that physically.
That's
Yeah,
kinda
a good
cool.
example, Mitch, is your teeth can bite off a carrot super easily, and that's how easily you can bite off a finger if you actually put in the force. You can bite off your finger as easy as you can bite a carrot, but your brain tells its nerves or whatever not to bite your finger off. You know, even if you kind of like try, but
That's
it's
kinda
Really
cool.
I
glad
feel like
that
it's
I
kinda
don't
similar.
bite my finger off.
It's kind of cool to
Ah,
think about.
It's-
Your brain is like self-protecting in your dreams.
Yeah.
If that's true.
can do it.
Well, I mean, I have these dreams that they're always kind of different, but it always involves driving. It always involves driving, and then like I'm driving pretty good, whatever, everything's normal. And then all of a sudden something kind of goes wrong. Like all of a sudden, like I'm driving, but I'm in the back seat, so I can't see well, and I'm like trying to hope to God.
Oh, dude, I have had dreams like that too.
Like,
So have I.
like what the hell's going on? What the hell's going on? Or like one time it was like super dark and I just could not see shit. Like I could just see a fade. And then like I was like hoping I wouldn't crash. I was on the highway and like nothing ever would go wrong. I would never crash. But like this, like what Ryan said, the nerve and the stress would just be there. And it was just like a bunch of anxiety, but like nothing would ever bad happen. But like definitely like didn't feel great either.
I have a recurring dream that I told you guys about. Some of you guys, I think, one time.
Is it the one with the 4 guys and they?
What?
No, not that one. Okay, sorry.
No,
I didn't realize we were discussing that one on this podcast.
that's a different
Oh
one.
man, I think that's for another
Tough-
podcast.
Tough
That's
way
for
to
the,
bring that up, man.
17 and up version.
No, but I have this dream and it stresses me out so much every time it happens where I'm at a baseball game, like I'm playing in the game or like I'm on my way to a baseball game. And in my dreams, I'm constantly like missing a piece of equipment. Like it'll be my turn to hit and I can't find my batting glove or I can't find my bat or like I'll be going out in the field and I can't find my glove and I'm just like
Looking
freaking out
ridiculous.
trying to find my shit because I'm just so stressed out. Or even if it's like most of them have to do with baseball, but like I also have recurring dreams where I just am running late a lot or just forgetting things.
Okay, bringing back to what we originally said, you think those kind of have meanings? You think you've been running late? Are you stressed about being late during like your non-dreams?
I don't think so.
Interesting.
I mean,
So maybe
even
dreams are BS then.
I feel like
maybe
even if
yes.
dreams don't even if they don't have a specific meaning, like I feel like people who try to interpret their dreams, I feel like sometimes people go too far. Like but like I feel like even if they don't have a specific meaning, they still make you think and they can affect your life, but they don't necessarily have like one specific hidden message that you have to just like discover.
The one
That's
thing
how I feel about the zodiac stuff or whatever whatever that shit is called, you know, like your Cancer and all that stuff.
Astrology.
Yeah, astrology, whatever. You know what I meant. That's how I feel about that whole definition Andrew just said. But sorry, Code, you were saying?
one thing I want to bring up, talk about meanings of dreams, is like, and I've told y'all some of this before, but I've had dreams where I have, like the one dream in particular that I'm thinking of is like I was hanging out with my dog that passed away, Stella, R.I.P. And she like I was just like so happy to see her. I was like in the middle of a street and she was like down the street and I was like, Stella, and then she came running at me and like I was so happy to see her. And in the dream, I knew that she had passed away. And it was like I didn't really connect the dots. Like I didn't realize I was asleep in this particular dream, but I knew that she wasn't alive. And I felt, and I've had a couple of dreams like this where I was like hugging her. I was like, I miss you. And then like it just felt real. It felt so real. And like one part of the dream, she like looked at me and she like smiled. Like dogs, I don't know, dogs can't really smile. Like that was kind of like a fake dream thing. But that like I was like she looked at me and like smiled. And I felt like she was still with me, bro. Like I literally felt like that literally felt like she was visiting me in a dream. And it's not really something that you can necessarily like that feeling I can't explain. But I thought that meant something, like that's a dream that I've had that I really felt meant something real to me. And I felt
I've
like she was
had
visiting me and I was able to spend time with her again. And that it was weird feeling.
I've had dreams like that as well with loved ones that have passed away, where in the dream you know that they're no longer with you, but you're like, it's like you said, like they're visiting you in your dream because like you know that they're not there anymore, and you're like super happy to see them, and you're wanting to embrace the moment that you're having with them. It's, I mean, it's real stuff, man. Like it gets to you.
I don't know if it's like your brain trying to make a connection there because you miss someone or something so much, or if it's actually a spiritual thing where somebody may be visiting you. Like, who's to say?
Yeah.
But
I think you should just believe what you want to believe and be happy to have those moments of such like incredible detail.
yeah, it was a
I agree.
feeling that I haven't had since she was alive, which I think is wild.
Yeah,
You
that's
know what? Yeah, that is crazy. Sorry, Ryan, go ahead.
no. So that's all I'm saying.
I was just gonna say maybe what's crazy is that not only our dreams reflect our memories through like what we see, but also our memories of what we feel. So you're remembering of how you used to feel when you used to like physically hold Stella, the emotion you used to have with Stella, all this cool stuff. So maybe like dreams not only represent the visuals, but also the emotions within it. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Getting a little
Think
sad here.
visual is the most important
Like
part of a dream, but I think it's you got way there's other components.
I so for those who don't know, I did recently get a puppy. I can't remember if I've talked about that on a podcast or not, but like now that Cody's saying these things, like I know that someday that's gonna happen. And that just like, I don't know, that just hit me hardcore. Thanks. I really that.
Hey Ryan, take these moments and just love every little detail. Every time your dog poops on the carpet, be like, you know what? At the end of the day, I'm not mad at you because you make me happy. Use that motivation.
Dude,
That's one thing.
we were at Paige's parents yesterday and she pooped all over their kitchen.
Paige pooped all over her kitchen.
Yeah, Paige.
He's pooped all over. Oh my god.
Oh man, that sucks.
It was something else.
What
Good
Santi just did there is what he's known for, is finding the positive in every conversation, every situation, and just making you feel better. That's why we love you, bro.
Appreciate you.
There's a lot of reasons, but that's one.
Take your shirt off.
That's another one. So let's.
I got this
Yeah, go
one
ahead,
kind
Mitch.
of little funny dream, I think. So this was a while ago. You know, I was a little kid, 10-ish, maybe.
10-ish?
When you
Okay.
Yeah,
had the
10-ish.
Well,
dream,
10
or,
Mitch
like-
with still a beard though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
full
it's not the
beard.
beard.
Full beard.
Wait,
And-
wait. Were you 10 in the dream, or were you 10 when you had the dream?
10 when he had it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a bow. He got a bow.
No, it was a really quick, dream. But I had this dream that I was falling, and all of a sudden I woke up and it was me actually falling out of bed. I hit the floor.
Oh,
The floor.
damn. That's kind of
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah, it's
I've
pretty funny.
fallen off my bed one time, but same thing happened. was
Yeah,
I-
it's weird how it's like
and then I actually did fall off the bed.
you
but
get
it's all-
that like sense that you're falling, but then you start dreaming it, and it's kind of
You
like
guys ever get that with peeing? Like where you have to pee in your
What?
dream and then you
Oh,
have
peeing.
Oh, he said peen.
What do you think I said? Ween?
Peen. I think
Peen.
it's peen.
teen, like
Oh, like being? No.
No, like
Oh,
Peeing, like
P-E-N.
pissing, like liquid coming out of your
You
wiener.
want like this?
the peen.
The peen.
We're
Well, one
not
time
talking-
I had a
we ain't
dream where
talking about those dreams on this one.
I used to have a really big problem. Like, I don't know, I think I was like 8 years old and I would still wear pull-ups because I couldn't control my bladder when I was a kid. I just couldn't control it.
Sorry to
Um,
hear that, Sonny.
And I remember this one was
Like,
like,
you got spare sheets next to the bed right now, bro.
you know, I'm wearing my
thought he has
pull-ups.
his pull-ups that he changes into before bed. every night.
Hey, but this was like a little bit after I used to I got rid of that problem, right? Like that wasn't a problem anymore. But like one time I had this dream where I guess I drank a lot of water before. Dude, I was in a water park, like in the lazy, like everything you could imagine, like doing everything in the water park. And then I remember waiting in line for this fat line to go to the bathroom. I really had to go. I was holding it the whole time. And I finally go, and you know that sense of relief when you finally go, you're at the urine hole and everything just feels good, warm. Yeah, let's just say it felt a little too warm, a little too good. And then I woke up. And
This
I
was
pissed
what,
myself.
last week?
I was like 12. I was like 12. All right, this is not last week. I wear my pull-ups now, so we're good.
Okay, that's good.
So to switch the subjects, I find myself having a lot of dreams about past memories, like same situation, same people, and stuff like that, and then just like one little twist on the situation. Do you guys have a lot of dreams like that? Like that's like the majority of my dreams. I guess I should say that like I don't have a lot of creative dreams where like random shit is happening. It just tends to be like a familiar situation, and it's just a little different. Something's a little bit off about it. No,
You have an example?
I don't think so.
not really, honestly.
It's interesting. I've never had a dream about a memory, like
No.
a real memory that you have experienced.
Yeah, usually not for me
That's
either.
pretty cool.
I feel like I have maybe. I don't.
Do you guys ever have dreams or like maybe not dreams or yeah, dreams. But you have a dream, you have it, and you remember something about it.
You guys ever have a dream?
Hold on.
Not dreams,
hold on.
but yeah.
Oh, I'm getting somewhere. And then like years down the line, something happens in real life and you remember
Yes.
the dream. You guys have that a lot? Like the deja vu kind of thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I get that. Yeah, I get that a lot.
All the time. One specific instance that I remember like extremely well was just like the vision of the cover of the Canterbury Tales that we read in high school. Well, I don't know, but like the cover of it and like a specific passage. And then this happens to me actually quite a bit with books. And then I'm reading the passage and I'm like, I feel like I've read this before or like seen this before or something like that. It's the weirdest thing.
That happens to me a lot too, but I don't remember the actual dream. Like I just like it'll happen in real life, and I'm like,
You just feel the deja vu feeling.
yeah. Like I just step back.
Yeah.
I'm like, I definitely have done this before.
Yeah.
The weirdest.
That's
dude,
weird.
Deja vu is just like, like I don't. It's just one of the weirdest feelings. Like
It
it's,
is.
the concept
Man,
of
it's
it's
like-
crazy.
Sometimes it's like the most random thing. Like I could be turning on the TV and then walking away to get water, and then like for some reason I'm like, no, that
Yeah.
has definitely
Quick
happened. Like
trivia. You guys know where deja vu originated from?
Probably French.
France.
Yeah. It's French. Means seen this before, I think.
Nice.
Vu
I thought
means
you were gonna
to
give
do.
like some like random dude and
No,
like,
no, no.
hundreds or something.
So yeah,
you know Spanish and French.
I know a little bit of French. My mom made me take French when I changed to public school to maybe potentially speak a third language, but I mean I barely knew like Spanish and English at the time. That French was just a complete joke. I was just in there for the crepes.
I've had dreams. I've had dreams before where I'm speaking a different language, and it's like it's correct. Like in my dream, I mean, I really believe that I was like speaking Spanish. Like in my dream, like I don't know if it was right or not, but in my dream, I definitely was making sense. Like speaking a different language in my dream.
Cody
Cody,
speaking
I feel the
Spanish would be
same way
hot.
drunk.
brain in the dreams.
Yeah, when I'm drunk too. Yeah.
Have any of you guys had any experience with lucid dreaming?
I get to the beginning, and then like once you realize when you're asleep, that's when you're supposed to pull through and be able to control. I actually lose control. Once I realize I'm asleep, I start to lose everything that I like. For example, I've literally had dreams where I was Spider-Man or Superman or whatever, like any of the cool like powers, right? And I literally remember like once I realized, okay, I just like finished saving someone. I'm like, all right, time to fly. Now let's start jumping. And I literally couldn't fly. I was like, wait, how did I do this again? Like, what the hell's going on? Why can't I fly anymore? Or I can't climb, or I can't shoot webs, whatever. I lose my powers. So then I start to slowly realize, okay, maybe this isn't real. Maybe I don't have this and whatever. And then I end up waking up when I start to figure it out.
So for our listeners that may not know what lucid dreaming is, it's essentially dreaming, but you're aware that it's happening. So you know that you're sleeping and you know that you're having a dream. And you can, to some extent, you can control what happens in your dream. You can it's pretty crazy. It's happened to me, I think, one time before. And I don't remember what the dream was about, but I just remember the feeling of realizing that I was dreaming and that I was sleeping, and it was crazy. It was really cool.
Could you control your dream though?
Yeah, I was controlling small aspects.
Small
Like I
aspects.
said, I don't remember exactly what the dream was.
Like your dick was a little bigger.
Yeah, exactly.
I've had a lot of experiences lucid dreaming throughout the years. Two stand out in my mind. This one was a while ago. I was chasing someone, not being chased. I was chasing someone, and I was running. And I was like chasing them through I don't know, kind of like a walkway, like almost like a walkway with windows on both sides, almost like I was at um what's the Modern Warfare 2 map at the airport? What's that called?
Terminal.
Airport?
I was at Terminal,
Terminal.
and you know how there's like that one where there's windows on both sides and a bunch of shit would go down.
Yep.
It was almost just like that. And I stopped. Something happened, and I realized I was dreaming. I was like, this is a dream. This isn't real. And I realized it, and I looked out the window, and I was like, I wonder if I can make a skyline appear in the distance.
Literally like Inception, bro. That's dope.
And I did. I literally had a skyline of buildings just pop up in the distance. And I was
That's
like,
fucking
holy
awesome.
shit. That's wild. And then I
You're
woke
the
up
engineer, bro.
shortly after that. And the second one actually happened recently. It was probably, I don't know, a couple months ago. And I don't really know what was going on. Can't remember, but I realized I was dreaming, and I'm like, I'm gonna take off. I'm just gonna fly.
That's so cool.
And so I did, dude. I just started flying. Like
Mine was the opposite. Oh, what
it
a
was
feeling.
so dope, man. And I was flying around, and I was like, this feeling, this is incredible. I was like, literally, if you can imagine what flying was like, that's what it felt like. And then I tried to make I was trying to test myself, and I was like, I wonder if I can make like Chris Bryant appear, like in like, and I couldn't do it. And I woke, it was like a cornfield, and I don't know. And I woke up, and it was wild. But it's so hard to stay asleep when you realize that you're dreaming. It's very difficult.
I'm too afraid to do this because I've heard some crazy shit, but like you can like plan to lucid dream. Like you can put yourself
Yeah, but then you
in
get
a-
sleep paralysis. That's probably what
yeah,
you're scared
right.
of.
I was looking up how to do it just now too. So keep going.
It's a very fine line.
There are
Sleep-
methods to do it, but yeah, like I'm.
You want to explain a
scared.
little bit of the sleep paralysis, Andrew? That way
I
they
think
know
you
the
have to
risks.
like. I think
Isn't
you
that
have
like
to lay there and not move your body. Like you have to
It's
lay
like-
there so your
It
brain
happened.
stays
It happened.
active, but you
once.
can.
Yeah.
I think if you don't move, you convince your brain that you are asleep.
Hmm.
I think
It's
body
like it's
move.
like the so you're it's the bridge in between sleeplessness and awakeness. So like you can't move, but you're awake,
Yeah.
and that's
You
kind
can.
of terrifying to me.
Some people like they can like see their room, and when they get
Yeah,
stuck in sleep
it's like an
paralysis,
out of body experience.
but you're still kind of have a little bit of control of your mind. So like I've heard of, or I've read where people get stuck in sleep paralysis, they can't move, and they see like shadows, demons, like
Oh my
whatever,
God.
like on the walls or whatever, and they're like in their room, and they
Sounds
can't
like
move.
insidious.
They can't move at all.
See, that right there is why.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I-
why
I-
I never tried lucid dreaming.
I knew
either. I'm
someone that tried to
scared.
do that, and they said that they could see like shadowy figures like moving around their
Oh,
room,
dude.
Yeah,
and like they're
Crazy.
freaking out.
I feel
yeah.
like if I were to ever do it, I would need to be in like a really good mindset. I would need to be surrounded by like you guys. Oh my God, that's
Probably wouldn't if you were surrounded by people.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't be able to do it.
yeah, I don't know.
I've tried it before. I didn't have. I got to a stage where I could really like my brain was definitely still active and my body just kind of felt like it was shut off. But I mean, I didn't see
What did you
shadows
do?
or anything. It was really weird. Like
How
I
did
kind
you
of like
do it?
tried to move my hand and I really kind of couldn't.
Yeah, what are the steps? Like, what steps did you take? Like, what do you mean you tried doing it?
You have to lay there. I don't know what the actual procedure is. I just know you're supposed to lay there, and
Procedure.
I mean, I think there's a step-by-step process you can take, but I just lay
Yeah, I
there.
know, but I just found the choice of words procedure funny for what we're describing. Like, that sounds like a surgical thing, or so it's not very.
Isn't a,
Pretty sure you
isn't
just
a
lay down with your
procedure-
eyes open and don't
Isn't
move.
this procedure like a step-by-step like
Yeah. I mean, like, I like.
process?
Cody,
Yeah,
you
I would have said
absolutely
process or something. I just thought the
We're
word procedure
we're
wasn't
hanging on
coming
this
right.
for way too long.
I just laid there and I like you can't move your body, right? You got to get comfortable when you can't move your body.
Scary.
You got to do it for I think 10 or 15 minutes before it actually starts to kick in.
Does that ever just happen to you guys, like when you're just really tired, like you're not falling asleep, but like you no longer have control of your body and you kind of notice it and like you feel kind of weightless? You guys ever have that?
Only when I'm
That's like-
exhausted.
Maybe that's like bridging the gap and I'm just always like, oh, this is weird. I need to be able to feel myself again, and then like I move my body. So maybe like I'm like really close to doing it when this happens, and then it just like doesn't happen because I tell myself not to let it happen.
Actually,
You
that
gotta
waitlist,
accept it.
that waitlist thing, I've definitely had that before. I feel like the whole room is kind of like spinning, and I'm just like sitting there, just like, oh yeah.
That's when you get really.
Oh.
That's when you get crossed. When you drink and smoke, that's when that happens.
No,
Mitch.
no. This is
I was
like
gonna ask if you guys were
we're
sober.
fine.
Yeah, are you sure
No,
you're not
yeah,
on
no,
any
I'm
kind of
totally sober
drugs?
when this happens, but it's just like you're just laying there and you're like, oh wait, like something's definitely happening, and you just feel like, at least me, I feel like the room is like kind of like moving.
Mitch,
Yeah.
is this when you're like you've been laying in bed trying to sleep, and then this starts to happen?
Yeah,
Okay.
but like my eyes are
never,
closed, so I'm not
Aware.
doing the, I don't know, whatever, the sleep
just to be
paralysis.
clear, I've never been.
Maybe you're releasing DMT in your brain, Mitch. Did you ever think of that?
Maybe.
That's crazy. All right, Andrew, what were you saying?
I was just saying, I've never actually been crossed. I've never drank or smoked in my life. I've just from what people have told me. Just to be clear on that.
What
Hey,
is
I'm pretty sure all the little green lines behind you are just little smoke clouds
Yeah.
that you just blew.
Didn't you immediately say I'm really hungover?
Really hungover.
Podcast.
Yeah, you got me.
He meant food hungover.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's got the
that's
meat
what I meant.
sweats.
Yeah, it's like chocolate. He got chocolate wasted with ice cream.
So we kind of touched on it earlier. Have you guys ever experienced Inception?
I watched it.
Definitely. We okay, actually, okay. So if you guys don't know, we had this podcast before. We lost it. Cool, whatever.
Yeah.
But like literally the week after, I had a dream, fell asleep in my dream, and was dreaming again.
It's crazy.
Oh, that's what you meant. Yes, I have.
It
I
was
have, yeah.
freaking nuts.
What did you think I meant? I guess to
I
clear it up.
thought the whole like idea implanting part of it, like the actual
Oh,
concept.
like
Oh,
movie.
bro.
No, Inception is
No,
just
no, no.
a dream within a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had that a few times. The worst is because mine's usually the opposite. I don't fall asleep. Mine's usually like I wake up and then like everything seems so real. I thought I actually woke up, like I'm late for school, or like some weird things going on, or like basically like the whole corny, like you went to school with your like without wearing pants, like something weird. Like everything's so normal, and then like one like little thing is off, and then that makes me like snap into my like actual waking up, and I'm like, what the hell just happened? That was so real.
Well, that's how you realize that you're having Inception, is when you wake up and then you're
Because
like,
you've noticed that
wait.
weird detail or something.
You're like, wait, I'm still dreaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
A weird
it's happened to
revelation.
me. I've had it 3 times, dude.
I've had it a
Within
couple
dream.
times.
Yeah,
Within,
I've
I
had
mean,
it
like
too.
3 layers. I've had a dream.
3 layers?
Yeah,
I've never got 3 layers. That sounds anxious, dude.
It was really
Like
good.
what if you're dreaming right now, dude, and you're in the 4th layer?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh, you're in limbo, dude. We're fake. We're fake.
If anybody hasn't seen Inception, by the way, the movie,
Great
fantastic.
movie, 10 out of
You're
10.
stupid, and you should go see it.
Yeah,
On Netflix.
it's one of my
Yeah, it
top,
is.
probably top 3 for me.
It's a little high.
It's awesome. No, it's not a little high, Mitch. It's
Just
great.
like you.
I think Mitch said I'm a little high.
No, I said that's a little high. That's in the
Yeah.
movie ranks, but that's a different podcast.
It's,
Sure.
it's top 3 for me, but I mean, everyone has their own perception, everyone has their own opinion, so that's the beauty of
They have their own
the uniqueness in
inception.
humanity.
Yeah, but if Inception is not in your top 3, then your opinion is wrong and you're stupid. So
There
I
you
like
go,
being wrong and
an
stupid.
American.
I had a really cool dream the other day. This is pretty recently that I remember. There was like, I was at home, like the house that I grew up in, and like in the backyard, there was a certain moment during the day, and it was like sunrise. Like there's a very small window, but the moon was it came down so close to Earth that we had a ladder out back, and we
What?
went and we would climb up the ladder and jump onto the moon,
What?
and the gravity of the moon would pull us on there, and then we were just chilling on the moon, and then like it would, throughout the day, it would move away, and then at the end of the day it would come back, and then we would hop off. But I just remember seeing like Earth from the moon and just like exploring the moon, and it was so cool. But an interesting thing is
You were crossed.
no, going back to what I was saying before about being late and forgetting shit. So we did it the one morning, and then the next morning we were getting ready to do it again, because it was just like a 1 minute time period where you could actually, where it would get close enough for you to jump onto it. And I was like up in my room trying to gather all my stuff, like my coat and like my shoes, and I couldn't like find one of the things that I needed. So I went to go back out there, and I was too late, and I missed it, and then I woke up. But it was
The Groundhog Day.
that recurring theme of like being late and I can't find something that I need. It's so stressful.
Maybe you have maybe you have got a big gap in your life that you need to fill. You can't find something that you need.
Or
probably
he's
right.
just like so ready to take this bus journey, and he's just looking for the one thing to take with him, and that's what's holding him back, and then always being late and not going.
Rue, you got any crazy dreams you want to share?
No, I don't have a lot of I was going to talk about like sleepwalking and sleep talking. I do that a lot. Usually sleep
A lot
talking.
of my sleep too.
Like if I go to a new place, like a hotel or on vacation or something, the first night I always like scream or yell or like crazy stuff. But sleepwalking's bad too. I've had some bad, like crazy dreams.
Bro, you guys been seeing that recent TikToker, like that girl who sleepwalks
Yes.
hours in her like a kitchen and does all this
Dude,
crazy stuff?
That is
Isn't that
so
so funny?
funny. That is
So
so
funny,
funny.
dude.
Wait, what is
But
it?
it's like
Gotta
this
find it. I
woman.
don't know how else to
This
explain it.
woman sleepwalks like all the time. So they set up a camera in the room where she sleepwalks most often. Like it's like an aerial view, and she's just like wreaking
Barking, doing the
havoc.
crazy.
She's like swearing. Dude, it's so funny. It's so funny.
She's
She
the one with the
goofy.
dogs. Doesn't she have like 2
Yeah,
dogs? And
yeah,
like
I
the
think so,
dogs
yeah.
just like look at her.
She
Yeah.
went outside in the snow and she went to the fridge, she got like cans of pop
And she started just throwing.
and she just started throwing them into the yard, and like one of her neighbors walked by, and like, can you imagine if you walked by and saw somebody doing that? She was like talking and like yelling like she was
Or
mad
got
or
hit by a
something.
can.
Dude, one time I had to have been 10 or so, and there was supposed to be a meteor shower outside, and I talked with my mom. I was like,
Shower.
and I was like, Mom, like, are we gonna wake up? We plan on waking up at like 2 a.m. to go outside and look for this meteor shower, and and I like we had that plan, and I woke up the next morning and I went to my mom. I was like, why didn't you wake me up? We were supposed to go outside and watch the meteor shower. Why didn't you do it?
Don't
She's
tell me she
did.
did, and you don't
like,
remember.
we did go outside.
Oh, that's crazy.
What?
And to this day, she still says that we did it, and I
You were
have
drunk.
no
were drunk.
recollection, no memory
pretty wild.
whatsoever of doing that. And I'm like, there's no way, because I've sleepwalked I think once in my life maybe, but that's it. And that was just kind of creepy to me. I don't know.
It's
Maybe in
scary,
that
dude.
sleep cycle, you were in one of those weird like transitioning phases that you like totally missed it.
Sleepwalking is scary. Like
It is.
if you're in a room and somebody walks in and they're not awake, like you don't know, like what do you do?
You're not
For those who don't know much about sleepwalking, you should watch Step Brothers. They do a really good explanation. But Rudy, you were saying?
That's exactly what I was gonna say. You're not supposed to
See,
wake up
similar minds, dude.
because you get your ass beat.
Like they're so like it's not them. It's like you have no idea what they're about to do.
Because imagine waking up and then all of a sudden you're in your kitchen. Like, what the
Yeah.
hell? Imagine actually like.
That would
Yeah.
freak me out. I
But a
don't
lot
know if
of them, they don't even wake up. They get back in bed.
Yeah,
They don't
they
even
go
remember
back.
anything.
Yeah, that's crazy.
it makes you wonder if you sleepwalk and you don't even know it.
I'd be terrified to. I would be
Yeah.
terrified to wake up, like standing in my kitchen. Like
Yeah.
that would be scary.
Right? That's why you're not supposed to wake them, because usually they do end up going back to bed. But like if you wake them and they wake up and they're not in bed like that, then yeah,
Yeah.
who knows what's gonna happen? Some
I
karate.
have woken myself up from yelling in a dream before. Like I yell in the dream, but I'm actually yelling in person, and it wakes me up. And sometimes I'm not sure if it actually happened, but there have been times where people have told me, like I woke up and they're like, "What the fuck was that?" Like you were just yelling. And I'm like,
I've done that with
God.
the snore. I've done that with the snore. It was weird, where I woke my own self up with the snore, and I don't know if I actually did a really loud snore. It'd be like in class or like in church or something. I'd be like, "Wait, did I just snore? Did people just hear me snore?" Like shit.
Dude, I was on an airplane like, I don't know, a month ago, flying home or something. I don't know. And I dozed off and I had a cup of water on the tray in front of me.
No.
Guy sitting next to me, and I dozed off and I dreamed that I was falling. You can bet what happened next, bro. I went, oh shit, and my hand
No
came up
way.
and I spilled the water all over the guy next to me and all over my
Oh.
pant leg. And I think that guy had some Lulu pants on though, so he was good. But my cotton pants did not fare well, man. It was uncomfortable the rest of the flight.
Why didn't you ever tell me that? That's hilarious.
I don't know.
Can anyone sleep? This is so random, but can anyone sleep with their foot or like dangling off their bed? Because I
No,
cannot.
because the bed monsters are gonna
Yes.
grab it.
I'm like, someone's gonna reach up and grab me. I'm like, even if I haven't watched a scary movie or anything, I'm like, no, I cannot do that.
Yeah, I kind of
Kinda-
have to be covered.
It makes my foot hurt.
It's so weird, man. Like I feel so much more secure with a blanket over like on top of me. Like
Yeah,
if somebody wants to break in and kill me, it don't matter if I got a blanket on or not. Like
action whatsoever, but you just feel safe.
Even
I
now,
like my feet out. Some of my blankets. I like my feet out.
I sleep
I
looking
need
at
that
the
breeze.
I sleep looking at the wall and not at the door because I'm like, if someone's gonna come in, like I don't want to open my eyes and just see them. Like I can like look at
That's
the
the
wall.
worst way to fall. How do you fall asleep?
I always
Dude,
I
That would be
always
so
have
anxious.
I have a routine when I go to sleep. I always start on my left side until I get like kind of more tired and I'm closer to falling
It's a
asleep.
dance. It's actually a dance.
And then I roll over to my right side and then go to sleep. Actually fall asleep.
and the closet door, dude. If I leave my closet doors open, like I'll wake up in the middle of the night and like a shirt would be like fucking.
You know what, Rudy? Next time, we end up hanging out, we end up passing out. I'm gonna do some scary shit to you.
Dude,
dude,
I'm
I
gonna scare
can't
shit out of you.
I cannot fall asleep if I have to piss. If I have to go
Same.
pee, even the smallest bit that you
Same.
can even imagine, like not even
Really?
not
Because all of a
even
sudden you start thinking
anything.
about it.
If
Yeah,
I
You
have
can't
to
get it out of your head.
if I have to
You
pee
guys
a
are
little
funny.
bit, I am not falling asleep.
that's when
I
you
No,
agree.
I'm the
yourself,
opposite.
you're doing.
I'm like, screw it, bro. I'm already here. I'm sleeping. Fuck it.
What'd you say, Ro?
I said that's what leads to you pissing yourself when you gotta pee and you're going to bed. Like I'm just not gonna get up.
I do though. Like if I'm already asleep and I wake up and have to pee, I do everything that I can to just fall back asleep because I don't want to get out of bed and go pee. But sometimes it's just too bad.
Yeah, Andrew. Sometimes like when like it gets to a point where like you have to pee, I like try to like maintain like a half asleep. Like I
Yes,
walk to the
yes.
bathroom. I'm just like, all right, don't actually open your eyes. Don't turn on any lights. Like don't do anything. Go straight back to sleep. Don't fuck it up.
I know
Especially if the dream
exactly-
was good, you know. Especially if you're like, please send me back to that dream.
I know exactly what you're talking about, dude. Like you
Yeah,
just
that's
try to
funny.
stay in like a
Yeah, like
dazed
a little
state.
zombie mode. Yeah.
Yeah. So you
I
can just
love
go right back to sleep.
this has nothing to do with dreams either, it's just sleeping. But like when you have like a 6 o'clock alarm and it's like you wake up and it's like 5:57 and you're like, fuck, like I need like 3 more minutes. Like these last 3 minutes, I need to fall back asleep as fast as I can.
Dude, it's so the concept of like time when you're asleep, bro. Like the other day I was taking a nap and I woke up like from my alarm or something and I looked at I just like looked at my clock or whatever. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna lay back down for like another 5 minutes. And it was like 15 or 20 minutes. And I felt like it was like 3 minutes, dude.
I do have those where like you take an hour nap and you hit the pillow and you're like, wait, it's been an hour already? Like, holy shit. Like,
Yeah, it seems like it's so much faster,
yeah.
which is also a concept in Inception.
I
It is.
can't do that. I think my naps are like like usually they're 15 minutes at most 30.
Hey man, you know what? You've mastered napping, and I'm jealous of you.
Like I wake up, I feel
He's a
good, and I
master
start
You're a
going again.
master. You're a master napper.
I'm pissed off for like the next half hour after I wake up from a nap. I'm like, don't talk.
Yeah, I remember.
It's because you overdo it.
Yeah.
That happens to me. That's why I don't like napping.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. It's gonna ruin my day.
Dude, morning Rudy is like a whole different beast.
He's
He's just like he comes out of bed, he comes out of his room, and he's just like, oh, fuck. He's just like rubbing his eyes. Like he's every little thing. He's like, fuck. It's
Who's-
like, dude.
Who's worse, morning Rudy or morning Santi?
Hey, morning Rudy. At least he's getting up, bro. Morning Santi. I don't even care. I'm not even saying the fuck because I'm like, fuck you. Like, leave me alone. I'm sleeping. Like, then I'll just sleep until whatever.
Yeah,
I don't even get up.
There have been a lot of times, like recently, where I wake up seconds before my alarm goes off, and it's kind of crazy. Like I don't know why. I just wake up and know.
yeah.
Dude, I don't check my I refuse to check my phone when I wake up like in the middle of the night because I just don't want to think about I only
I
have
don't even
3
look
and a
at
half
my clock.
hours. I only have 3.5 hours left of sleep or something. Like I hate thinking about that.
I have a
I
really
do.
bad habit now that this is so fucked up. But I wake up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, all right, when's pre-market opening for the stocks? This is so bad. Go to sleep.
Dreaming about stonks.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Dogecoin over here.
Andrew's already going to the moon in his dream. So
Yeah, dude, maybe that's like a sign.
oh shit,
Oh man,
Doge.
we about to be
taking off.
rich, baby. Dogecoin.
7 cents, baby.
But yeah, going back to like the scariness, sleep like can be kind of scary because like you're not yourself sometimes. Like you can have like sleep terrors where it's like a nightmare on steroids. Like you wake up like screaming and like being super aggressive and shit. Like I don't like the idea of that.
I've never done that, but I've woken up from dreams where I just feel like out of place and like I can't fall back asleep, but I can't get out of bed. And I'm just like, I feel weird. So I force myself to get out of bed and like walk around and like just like almost clear my head. Like I almost can't get out the nightmare or whatever bad dream
Yeah.
that I just had.
Dude, it sticks with you. You know, it's like it messes with
Yeah,
you.
it puts you in like for me, it puts me in a mood where I just can't, I don't know. Don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, you just can't. I don't know. I agree.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But yeah,
But honestly,
go ahead.
okay. Honestly,
Yeah,
I don't dream a lot. I don't like
I'm just
listening to you
kidding.
guys talk about dreaming. It's like
Don't we dream every
mind
night?
blowing.
Yeah, you have multiple dreams every night. Well,
I literally
most
I
people.
cannot remember them when I wake up. Like I will wake up and try to remember what I was dreaming about, and I cannot.
I hate when you wake up and you remember the dream very well, and then like an hour passes and it's completely gone. That's kind of crazy how that happens.
Yeah.
I
But
wonder.
going back to night terrors, just a quick definition that kind of just like emphasizes the intensity. Night terrors are episodes of intense fear, screaming, and even running around or acting aggressive while asleep. Like that just freaks me out, dude.
I
Has
wonder.
that happened to you before? Just like
I wonder if there's more
multiple times?
like if there's a study that like if you have more dreams if you're sober or intoxicated. Because I feel like when I'm intoxicated, like I have way more dreams.
I feel
Like
like
more.
when I'm drunk, I don't dream at all.
Really?
I think I'm the opposite.
I
But
think.
yeah, I think it definitely would have an effect.
Yeah.
Because I know like medications and stuff do, like antidepressants and stuff. They can
I'm on an
definitely
allergy pill that used to give me nightmares. I don't take it anymore.
allergy pill.
Yeah, Singular. Shout out Singular.
Isn't that like a cell phone plan?
Who?
Singular.
A cell phone plan, bro. U.S. Singular.
No, that's cellular.
No, bro. It was the orange one. AT&T bought them, bro. It was Singular.
You
Did
could
you,
be right.
did you
I
guys
think it's
know?
Singular Wireless, wasn't it?
Singular, maybe yeah.
Right.
Some.
You know that you can't read in your dreams.
Sorry,
Why
I
is
can
that
barely
so
read
funny?
as it is.
Yeah,
Dude, that fact,
That's
that's actually a crazy fact.
what I was thinking.
You can't read in your dreams. It's wild.
like if you think about it, I mean, you're dreaming with you have visuals, but you don't have any words ever. You don't dream, or you don't dream when you read.
You don't
You all
communicate.
right, buddy?
You don't communicate the same. It's not the same communication.
Oh.
Do blind people dream?
I think so. I think blind people do dream.
I don't think. Well, if they dream, they can't. I don't think that they can dream in images because
Because
they're.
I've had dreams where I've seen people that I've seen you guys in dreams before. Like it's
Because what
people that-
allows like what allows us to see blind people, like obviously that doesn't.
Okay. But what if we take the concept we talked about before, and they dream emotions and they dream sound? Do you think their
Yeah.
dreams are more beautiful?
I agree with that.
that shit's too deep.
I don't think they're more beautiful.
I think so
Isn't there
because they probably dream with better detail because they don't have the extra stress of like using another sense. They can focus more on the sounds and the emotions instead of having a vision too to focus on instead of all
Yeah.
three.
They're using all their senses to dream versus just us using our like vision,
Yeah.
I guess.
That's a good point. That's kind of crazy.
So I wonder if you're like baking cookies and like you had a blind person, would they start dreaming about like cooking,
Smell.
baking? Because they're smelling the cookies bake.
Oh, that's another thing, dude. Like,
But-
do you think you
Mhm.
can influence someone's dream? Like when other people are awake and no one person's sleeping, and you start like putting their hand in the water, make them like
Yes.
think of peeing, like tickling their
They'll
nose,
probably
or
make
like,
you pee.
or like the cookie thing, baking a
Yeah,
cookie right next to
probably.
me.
I've had dreams where, I mean, have you ever fallen asleep to a sound or something, or you can hear people in the room if you're asleep with people in the room, and in the dream, you can also hear that sound, or you can hear the people talking, but it's just in a different context in your dream.
Yeah,
I
but I usually
never put
wake
two and
up.
two together for me.
What if you could like produce a smell? Like if you produced a smell of smoke, if somebody was dreaming and they started dreaming about like the house being on fire or something. Like using different senses to enhance other people's dreams, like dream engineering. It's kind of cool.
That's definitely a Black Mirror concept for sure. Black Mirror, take that idea.
You seen that meme where the kid's sleeping in class and then like the teacher gets everyone to participate and they like make a loud noise to wake him up and everyone starts clapping and then he just like starts clapping. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. I love those. We actually tried to do that in school, in high school one time. This kid fell asleep. It was Mitch, it was Mr. Denson.
Ryan
Remember
Doyle,
Mr. Denson?
Mr. Denson.
Yeah.
He was like, all right, everybody, this guy's asleep right here. Everybody's just gonna start clapping. And we all did it and it didn't work.
He was just like,
woke
what,
up.
confused.
Yeah. But I've seen videos of that. The person just wakes up and just starts clapping.
yeah,
It's
I
pretty
wasn't
funny.
asleep.
Do you know what I used to do in class? If I was like trying to, or not trying to fall, if I was trying not to fall asleep, I would hold my pencil and hold it over my desk or like over the edge of my desk. And then eventually, if I fell asleep, my pencil would drop and I would wake up.
That's a good idea.
That's smart. Damn, I wish I had little tricks like that.
I've never
Like,
actually
mine
fell asleep
was
in
always
class.
like, how can I like make it look like I'm awake but sleep? So I'd always like do the whole like pencil like this.
I put the headphone in the sleeve and then did one of these, like, oh, we're listening to today.
I've done that before.
Dude, one time in Spanish class, junior year, I recorded
in band camp.
I recorded myself saying the answers to the Spanish test because
Oh wow, dude, you cheater!
I got it from someone, I don't know, and then I just played the recording in my ear during the exam.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. I'm getting you expelled, bro. You're gonna lose all your you're gonna lose your high school diploma, bro.
Damn, bro. It was actually
That's next
it
level,
was senior
bro.
year, wasn't junior year, senior year. Yeah,
That's next level shit, Code. I give you
know.
props.
Rebel.
Damn, bro. He had the radio frequency in his shoe. That's some get smart technology.
I wanted to throw out a fact from something that we talked about earlier. In your dreams, you're likely to only see faces that you're familiar with. So like faces that you've seen in real life. So you usually don't dream about like faces that you've never seen before.
You said likely.
Right.
So like
likely.
it is possible to like kind of like make up a face?
I
I
think
thought it was
so.
guaranteed that it's a real face that you've seen before.
I don't know.
I thought it was.
What about like
I don't know how you prove it.
Can you
though.
like change features? Like what if it's like a similar face but like the hair's different color? Do you think you could do that?
Maybe. Yeah, probably.
Interesting.
But yeah, that's kind of crazy. Like even if you just like walk past a guy on the street and you
Then they can be part of your dream.
you can just glimpse his face and you
Literally
dream
just
about it.
like an automatic download to your dream characters.
It could
Yeah.
even be too, like, it could even be too if you're watching like the news or like a live broadcast and like people
New
in the
York subway guy,
crowd, like, you might
562.
just- I don't know. You know,
Yeah.
like it's just, I don't know.
That's
Have you ever
crazy.
woken up and not known where you are, or like you think you're somewhere else, but then you wake up and you're like, "Ooh."
I
Maybe you're
woken up-
sleepwalking, Mitch.
It takes me a couple seconds sometimes.
No, like if it's pitch black in a room, let's say like, okay, so for example, I recently switched rooms in my house,
Yeah.
and I mean, I grew up in a different room, and one night I woke up in this room, and I was like, oh, I'm in this room.
Yeah,
Ah.
that's happened to
Okay.
me
Yeah.
before.
Kind of. Yeah. I felt that before.
I recently had I woke up and I thought for a second that I was still in my room at our Iowa house, Rudy. It was really weird
Yeah, stuff like that.
because
Do you
there
have
was a
similar
point where
setup,
I
Andrew?
moved like 3 times within a year. So I was like, I would wake up and for split seconds, I would think that I was in a different area, a
Yeah,
different
or
room.
even just think like maybe when you woke up and you thought you were in Iowa, like you thought like you had class that day or something. You're like, wait, no, I graduated.
Yeah.
But no.
It's like the whole memory, dude. You take it out of your dream.
Yeah.
Probably, I
That's
don't know.
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we
Interesting.
can start wrapping this up if you guys don't have anything else you want to really touch on. We had a pretty good conversation.
Joel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lost Ryan because
Santi?
he had to go take care of his dog.
Yeah, we lost Ryan a couple minutes ago.
It was like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, it was like 30 minutes ago.
If you guys were wondering why he wasn't talking as much.
Yeah, I should have said that right away, but oh well, we don't really miss him that much anyway. He doesn't really give much insight, valuable insight. But yeah, Santi, thanks for coming on, bro. We hope to have you on
Appreciate the
more
invite.
times in the future.
I like to provoke thought. That's one of my goals in life.
I know you do. That's why you are the golden candidate for a guest star, and we hope to have you on in the future. Multiple
All right.
more
Anytime
times.
you guys want a great ass on the show, you let me know. And I'll twerk some more.
Or we can do a strictly Spanish podcast.
I don't think you guys can catch up.
Yeah,
or
I'm
keep
out.
up.
Yeah, I'd be out.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Just
All right,
Santi
boys.
talking.
Is there like some little outro you guys do? A little like sing along or like
Yeah.
Why don't you do
Kumbaya,
it?
my lord.
Why don't you do a little
Kumbaya.
outro, Santi?
a little outro? What?
Yeah.
Just like do a pussy pop. Just
Whatever comes to your mind.
No, thank everybody and
oh
give
okay.
it a little outro.
I was thinking like something fun like
I mean, yeah, you
okay.
can do a little dance if you want.
That's what I was thinking, but if we're
Do
just doing
it.
a little formal one, be like, all right, who we got here? We got Cody, we got Mitch, we got Andrew, we got Rudy. Gavin was a no-show. Ryan had to leave. Meg was a no-show. So let's cut. We need the engineer Cody over here. Cut. Scratch that.
Oh my god, that was great.
Scratch that.
I'm sorry.
That's leaving it.
I put you on the spot. I apologize.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
I'm pretty sure you have something written down for the outro.
I'll bail you out. I'm sorry.
Definitely
no.
definitely not cutting that out, bro.
Yeah, I think
no, you gotta cut that out. For the blooper release.
But no, we appreciate everybody listening as always. Hope you enjoyed that podcast. Hope it provoked some thought. And maybe you'll start thinking about your dreams in a little bit of a different light. But I wouldn't recommend trying to lucid dream.
Now we're at sleep paralysis.
Do it. It's awesome.
Shit, you got provoked thought. They're right there. So I did that, boys.
But yeah, as always, we're always looking for new ideas, critiques, anything you guys have. You can find us on Twitter at the Council Pod 7, and you can email us at thecouncilpodcast7@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from some of you guys, and looking forward to future episodes and maybe having some of our listeners as guest stars in the future. And we got a ton of content coming your way, so hold on tight.
Stay frosty.
Stay frosty. Thanks again, guys. Hope everybody has a great night. The council.
All right. Buenas
we out
noches,
of here.
hermanos. Peace. Assemble.